her on this day today. And say God has blessed you tremendously with an iMac, so go do God's work.
I want to just say this. I am an ordained elder. I travel around the world, different places, preaching. But I found one thing that I wanted you to know today, that to add to the message, that the earth comes from the ground. And anything that comes from God is worth talking about. So I have labeled myself the Gano preacher. I am very passionate about this, and I know that this is a God-ordained moment for me. Because the way I got into this business, interestingly enough, in 2003, I started drinking the product. I got off of auto ship because one of my good friends just kind of lured me into another health and wellness company. He's standing in the back. Guess what? This story gets really good. In that company, the sister-in-law to our great leader was his upline. Did you hear that? David's sister-in-law was Amado's upline. So we were in that business together, but guess what? God gave me an opportunity. 7 years later, I was flying high in the sky, but God brought me back to the earth through Lavelle Scotton. I'll tell you about, we were in a travel business. But when Lavelle called me and said, Helen, you've got to get in this company, when I realized it was Gano, the company that I would drive out, my husband and I, that's my husband, we would drive out and pick up our products, auto ship, from Gano Excel. And when I realized God gave me the opportunity, how many of you know divine providence is for real? Yeah. And so when God gave me the opportunity, I absolutely took advantage of it. But guess what? I moved real slow. Thank God again for somebody that loves God and loves me, because Lavelle said, Helen, you need to get to work. He said, you have 600 people on your right side, and where are the people on your left? I had another opportunity. And I promise you, I have been running. I go and I preach the gospel of Gano. I just had a pastor, a bishop in Seattle, Washington. He said to me, because one of his members were there, he took 1/2 package of oatmeal. He had high blood pressure, and for 2 years, the doctor had just diagnosed him the Thursday before. This young man had 1/2 pack of oatmeal, called me 4 times the next day. He said, Sister Helen, what is that oatmeal? I gotta have some more. He said, I got up this morning, and he said, all those symptoms were at rest with 1/2 package of oatmeal. Bishop said to me, because we were in his church the next day, the young man did 2 presentations while I was there. Bishop said, you know what, Dr. White, I'm going to have to charge you for using my church. I said, it's okay, Bishop, because I'm using the name, and people are going to come running to your church saying, that's the church I heard that message. So I want you to know this is an amazing, this is a God thing. This is not. This is so God. This is so God, and I thank you for believing in what you believe in, connecting and leading us to these levels. How many of you know we're blessed?